Okay, when we're installing the Z-Truck, we're basically just doing the same process of removing it, but in reverse. So first thing is we're going to hook the belt over the bottom idler, and then we are going to reduce the tension on the top and loop it on the bottom. Now once we've hooked it on the bottom, always have the truck down towards the bottom of travel there. And that way, when I push this down, I only have to hook a side of that belt on. Once I have a side, I can just lift up and it'll roll itself on. You can see there, that truck is held on by the belt itself. We're then going to take our first rod and we're going to slip that in. That'll keep that rod from falling out. Next, we're going to take our bearing, and you'll notice that this hole is offset. It's not in the middle. We're going to go ahead and mount that, hold that into our wrench such that the fat part is towards the wrench, okay? We're going to take our screw, make sure that the lock washer is on it, and we're going to go ahead and just hold that with your finger. I can slide that back, and I'm actually just pushing against the Y-truck back there, so I can kind of hold that in place while I find the hole. And you'll kind of feel when the hole slips in. And then you can feel that your screw is held. Once that screw is held, I can go ahead and just drop that rod in. That'll hold that in place so I don't have to juggle everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the T-handle, and I'm going to tighten up on this screw. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten until it gets tight, but not cinch it. Once it's tight, then I can go ahead and roll in with the wrench. So we're just going to basically start that there, and we're going to repeat the same process with the top one, after which we will go ahead and adjust. Again, fat part towards the wrench, slip that in. You can push back against the truck to hold it in place while we find the hole. And then we're going to go ahead and tighten that screw up until it goes tight but not cinched. We'll get to cinching in a minute. Okay, then we're going to follow with the T-handle as we roll this bearing into place. Okay, you'll kind of feel when that starts to engage. We're going to go ahead at that point, and that's when we hold this tight and cinch with the wrench. We're never going to cinch with the T-handle because that will just strip out our screw and make life much more difficult. Okay. Now, tight versus too tight. What we want to do is make it so that when I pinch this bearing, I cannot keep it from rotating, okay? But we want to get just to that point. So we don't want to get it so tight that we're bowing everything out. If you're not sure whether you have it too tight, back off a little bit until you feel that you can slip it in your fingers. At that point, you know you've reached just outside of that range, and then we can cinch in with that and you'll have it perfect. Getting it the right tension, it will move up and down very easily. The only thing left is we're going to go ahead and tighten this screw back down. This is a 5mm Allen wrench, not a 4 like these ones were. Okay, and we're just going to cinch that down. That's just allowing that spring to pull the tension up on that, which sets the belt tension to the right level. After that, we just go ahead and tighten these 2 screws which we loosened. And the only thing we're looking at here is we want to keep the truck reasonably level across this way. And when it's tightened up, it should be up good and flush against the truck. And that's all there is to replacing the Z-Truck.